Hello guys and welcome to my channel. This is Noluthando speaking from South Africa. The month is September and we are celebrating heritage. So I've decided to make you a homemade bread with an African touch. The bread is fluffy, it's tasty, and it's made with only 4 ingredients. So let's see. So to make this bread, it's simple. You just need 2 tablespoons of sugar. It could be white sugar, it could be brown sugar. It depends on the type of sugar you use and the sweetness. So that means for brown sugar, you can even add a 1/3 tablespoon if you wish. Then you also need a spoon of salt and 1.5 spoon of yeast. So you're probably wondering what type of yeast do I use. I use a Gold Star, but you can use any kind of yeast. But what I would not advise is that you use a baking powder. And then for the flour as well, you can use any kind of wheat flour you wish to use. But I just choose the most affordable one, which is Golden Cloud. But I recommend that you use any wheat flour, because the important part is your mixing your ingredients. You have to mix them well. So one other thing I might have forgotten is to give you instructions on the kind or the type of pot you might want to use. So I use a heart, because when you bake your bread, it could easily get burned. So you'll need a pot that is thick. So you can use any other kind of pot that is thick, that does not burn your food. But I prefer heart because it's at least cheaper. And then the other thing is when you mix your ingredients, it also depends on the size of the pot that you're going to be using. So with my pot, it's smaller. So if you're going to be using a bigger pot, that means you'd have to double your ingredients. Lastly, you will need lukewarm water. If you can feel that it's not too hot, then you just mix it in with your ingredients. But make sure you don't mix too much water, but at the same time, don't make it too little, because you just want your dough to be a little bit soft. It also makes your bread to be soft. And now we are going to do the mixing part. So in an African way, we don't mix with we actually don't mix with spoons. We actually mix with our own hand. Okay, so you continue with the mixing. So if you feel that it needs water, more water. Remember, it has to be soft, but not too soft. So it should be looking like this at the end. Well mixed. So when you are done, you close it. So if you're using a bigger dish with no lid in it, you can just put on your tray and and then put on top your dishcloth. So the last step before baking your bread, you would wanna fill in a container with warm water or boiled water, and then place it in a space where you're not gonna be using a lot. And you just leave it there. I can't really say for how many minutes, but as you can see, it's like somewhere down there. So you're just gonna wanna go and check it maybe after 30 minutes. Then I will take you through what happens next. Okay, now it's been 30 minutes since I've been waiting for the dough to be ready for baking. So let's check how it is now. Okay, I think we can see that it's now ready to be baked. Let's open it. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to look. If you can see the bubbles on top, and it looks a little bit full compared to before. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get it ready for baking. So we're gonna do the mixing one more time. Take a spoon, but this part is important too, so you don't just put it back to the pot. So you have to like try and make sure that those bubbles disappear. Okay, I think that's it. Alright, you can see it's now ready and it tastes really good. To finish up the process, we now need cooking oil. It could be any kind of oil that you have. I actually use an extra virgin oil because I'm a vegan. You don't put a lot of it, just a little, just to rub your pot. And then so I think this is gonna be too much. It's a tablespoon of flour, so I'm not gonna put it all. Then you're gonna need something to rub it in. So we're now doing the rubbing process. This is the secret part. This is what makes it even more delicious. So when you're doing this, you're just trying to make sure that it doesn't burn. So as long as your bread doesn't burn, then it gives it a chance to, to be ready and all. And then you do the same thing to the lid, because you're gonna have to turn it over. Or you will see why we have to do the lid as well. So what's gonna happen is with the pot, it's only gonna be able to bake one side. Then and the sides, of course. Then when I start sense the smelling of the bread, I can now check. Then if it no longer looks like a dough on top, then that means I have to be ready. Okay, so now we put the dough inside. Oh, it looks like it's a lot. Oh my goodness, I might have to do 2. So the other thing, you can't put a lot of it, because when you do that, with a small pot, it won't have like a space to rise up, or it might end up opening the lid. You then switch the heat to 2. It has to be very low, very low. Okay guys, so that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed my baking or my video. But if you did like it, please like below, leave a comment and subscribe, and wait for my video. For my next coming video, I will be giving you guys another recipe for our African food, which is umusho. Hope to see you next time. Thank you. God bless you all. Bye.